Most recent episode of The Overlap showed Gary Neville, Jill Scott, Roy Keane and Ian Wright. They were asked to name their Premier League Player of the Year. Obviously, coming up to the end of the season, we're going to see a lot of it in the media. Who do you reckon will go up there? Who do you reckon will win it? A lot of that talk in the media, and rightly so, because it's the end of the season. The awards will be still rolling out. Gary Neville starts off and going with Bruno Fernandes. I don't put Declan Rice above both Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva. I think it's a fair point to be honest with you. I do think if we win the Premier League, Rice will have more of a shout, but at the moment it's looking like Bruno Fernandes will win it. He's been the best player, I think, in this season in the league. I know it's obviously in the Man United team that plays sort of like once every 2-3 weeks, but the numbers he's put in and the performance he's putting in are unhuman. He's been unreal this season. So I do think he's probably top. Roy Keane, if Man City win all three defensive trophies, Bernardo Silva, I agree with that as well. I do think if City go on to win the FA Cup after the Carabao Cup, obviously, a few weeks ago, and if they win the Premier League over Arsenal, I do think Bernardo Silva will leapfrog Bruno Fernandes just because the impact Silva's had in this City team this season is similar to what Bruno Fernandes is doing in the Man United team, but he would obviously have the trophies to back himself up. Ian Wright then says Declan Rice has got to be in the conversation. Again, fully agree, like I said on the first point. If we can get some silverware behind us this season, I do think he will be in with a good shout, but as Gary Neville said, I do think it's between Fernandes and Silva. And then you got Jill Scott. I'm going with Jarrod Bowen. Now listen. I mean, the reaction, sort of, you can't see the picture, but the reaction of Roy Keane is just such a Roy Keane reaction, really. It's exactly how you think he'd react to a statement like that. Don't get me wrong, Jarrod Bowen has been good this season, but he's not even been the best player for West Ham this season. He's not even been the best player in like the bottom half of the table. So to put him up there for Player of the Year, I don't know if it's satire or not, but she's received a lot of backlash, especially on this tweet, the replies in it. And I just don't think she's done herself any favours here, because obviously you got Gary Neville, Premier League winner, Ian Wright, trophy winner of Arsenal, one of the best strikers, obviously, in English strikers. Roy Keane, one of the best captains, probably if not the best captain Premier League's ever seen. And then obviously Jill Scott did her own bit in the women's game, which she had a massive impact on that. But when then you're having conversations like this, and then she comes out of this, it doesn't paint her in a good light. And I do think the way that football Twitter and football social media, for that matter, is at the moment, and has been for a few years, surrounding like women pundits, especially with Eni Aluko over the years, I do think this has not helped her out one bit. And obviously it might be satire, and if it is true, and it is like real, she genuinely believes Jarrod Bowen, then yeah, it's not looking good for Jill Scott.